to take on South Carolina. Number 1 Carolina, number 8 Arkansas, ready to go as quarterfinal Friday is set here in Greenville. The opening tap controlled by Arkansas. Arkansas's had a very good season once again. 21-11. They went 7-9 in the SEC. They've won their last 2 games. Here's Erryn Barnum, who battled foul trouble yesterday against Missouri, and that one's just going to go off the hands of Aliyah Boston. So, second chance here for the Razorbacks. Starting 5 for Arkansas, Saylor Poffenbarger, 11 rebounds, 5 assists in the win against Mizzou. Samara Spencer went for 19 points in the victory. Barnum, as we mentioned, second-team all-conference selection. And Carr had the 34 points, leaning in on Saxton. And a foul is going to get called on Victaria Saxton. Starting 5 for South Carolina, very familiar. Zaya Cook, Brea Beal, Garrett Fletcher at the point. Boston, second on the team in scoring, second in the SEC in rebounding. And Victaria Saxton appearing in career game number 159 today, adding to her South Carolina play.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see Carr at the free throw line. She got the drive and got herself to the free throw line with a foul on Saxton. That, I think, is going to be important for Arkansas, trying to attack the basket, pull Aliyah Boston out, and do that one-on-one drive.
Carolina goes to work. Fletcher to Boston. Entry pass to Saxton, defended by Wolfenbarger, and Saxton gets the 2.
South Carolina's so good at burying people down low.
Daniels misses, and Boston has the rebound. 55% of South Carolina's points come in the paint. That is number 1 in Division I. They have their first lead.
It's a good sign. You got Kiera Fletcher playing with so much confidence right now. Found her offensive game and where she can fit into the flow of this offense. If she can continue to do that, that is a huge sign.
Turnover by Arkansas, and here comes Fletcher taking it at Spencer, who gets called for the foul.
For the rebounding numbers.
No, I think just once.
I think if you're looking at what has to happen, so rebounding is important, but also turnovers. You just had a loose ball turnover. Kiera Fletcher at the free throw line knocked down the free throw. You can't afford to have mistakes like that. Can I make a side note? This is the number 1 team in the NCAA, not just the SEC. So there are things that you have to do in order to win.
Spencer dumps underneath and finishes with the left hand. Fletcher.
Chrissy Carr has been hot in this tournament so far, but I wonder if that's a good shot early on. Zaya Cook, what she does so well, reading defense, she runs her player off the screen to get wide open.
Cook went for 24 in the meeting this year against Arkansas. Daniels throws it back to Barnum. Barnum wants to drive on Fletcher. Now Barnum, wide open, right pass up. This three-point opportunity knocks it down for Arkansas. Boston on the turnaround.
She doesn't even battle Barnum down low. Barnum backs up, she sets up and takes that shot.
Carr now on the drive. Brea Beal, an elite defender, comes up with a block, and here comes Zaya Cook on the push. To Beal, a stop on one end, a 3 on the other.
Bill, a member of the all-defensive team, you have to make sure when you go up against her, I don't know if I like the one-on-one matchup.
Barnum takes it at Boston. Rebound for Fletcher. And now the push the other way. Beal. Saxton inside, and the foul is called.
You guys, you know how unique it is to talk to a player about shooting the ball more. And Brea Beal, with her history and scoring accolades that comes in from Illinois, but she's known for her defense. So it's been really interesting just to even watch that exchange, that pass from Zaya, and I believe she came down, and her and Don may have exchanged a little smirk there.
Well, I love it because she's a player that she wants to play in the WNBA. What does she do? She plays defense really well, but you can't be a one-dimensional player. You have to be able to shoot the ball. You have to be able to score. And so she's adding that to her repertoire.
Poffenbarger misses the deep 3, a 7-0 run here for South Carolina.
South Carolina. Just watch how they move the ball. They post up down low. They find the open players. Pass.
Now a Boston touch. An open three for Beal. The ball movement, beautiful. Results in an open look for three. A 10-0 run. Daniels will try a deep three and make it. Cook finds an opening in the defense and does not get the roll. Here's Daniels inside of 5 to go.
And that's a nice look by Cook. Oh, Michaela Daniels comes over the screen.
Poffenbarger kicks it back outside. Daniels an open three. Michaela Daniels knocks down another three. So good answer by Arkansas here to bring it to a 4-point game.
Every single possession, South Carolina comes down there, looking for the post up down low. See Aliyah Boston off the screen and roll. Erryn Barnum, good job.
Saxton left open. Boston's got an offensive rebound. Now she's got a field goal and is fouled and will have a chance at a 3-point play.
I've seen Zaya Cook face guard, a few players out here face guarding. So, Meek, as you know, in an offense like Arkansas, where you have it spread out, you have to have consistent movement.
When you're playing against a team like this, South Carolina, the length is what can deter you at times. So you've got to make sure you get no live ball turnovers. And you can't see me, you got to get in the eyesight.
Beautiful drive by Jersey Wolfenbarger just into the game. Played just 3 minutes, picked up 2 fouls against Mizzou. Cardoso cleans it up. Hall guarding Carr. Hall into the game. That three-pointer is no good. A lot of threes being shot by Arkansas. They are 3 for 9 here in the first quarter.
Well, South Carolina's length will do that to you. You almost don't want to drive in afraid of getting blocks, and that was a great take on Hall.
Bree Hall last time out against Georgia didn't score in 7 minutes. Gets the call here in the first quarter and doesn't hesitate on the drive. On the turnaround counted, Arkansas outscored Missouri 29-10 in the fourth quarter, trying to build on the momentum here against the #1 team in the country. Now down by 7. Can they reduce it a little bit more? Carr, a little off balance with a three. Nope. Time here for Brea Beal with 2, with 1. And that's it for first quarter.
And when you play well against the best team in the country, you kind of show that you probably belong.
Now, Arkansas is also up against teams like St. John's and Marquette, who play in the Big East tournament tomorrow. Who should Arkansas fans root for and why?
You want Marquette to win because they're further away, so they're going to be harder to catch. St. John's is easier to catch, so a loss by St. John's would knock them down a bit. So go and root for Marquette to win that game, and it kind of just clears some space with St. John's perhaps. 1-10 versus that top 50 versus 1-3 for Princeton. And it's close, don't get me wrong, it's very close. But Princeton was also very competitive against the best teams.
If they look good today, I'm going to simplify it even more. I think the argument's going to be, well, for the schedule they have played here in the SEC against South Carolina, against LSU, there's Spencer. It's been a tougher road. So that's going to be a debate. You can just settle the debate with a win here today, make a run like you did 4 years ago in the tournament. And this conversation is moot. And Arkansas is, I'm observing something good for Arkansas here. How about you, Cal?
Well, one thing I really like, you look at South Carolina, they are playing with their young players right now. Give them a little bit more rotation with their offense.
Yeah, your point on Carr, 0 for 4 from the field, 0 for 3 from outside the three-point line. A couple of points at the free throw line. Boston back on the floor.
Everybody is sagged back, trying to protect the paint.
And now Boston draws the attention, gives it back to Johnson. 4 to shoot, Hall on the drive, no. And a good defensive rebound again by Poffenbarger. South Carolina started 6 of 7 from the field. They are 4 of 18 since. They get the stop, and now in transition, they'll try to make something happen with Cook. Cook all the way. Won't go. Saxton follows.
Offensive boards, you always have at least 2 South Carolina Gamecock players down low. And look, when you drive the ball, you can't go in. If Aliyah Boston is down in the paint, you're not going to get it.
4 for 13 now from outside the three-point line. Fletcher back in the game for 2. Daniels fed inside to Barnum. Taken away by South Carolina.
Unforced turnovers right there. Anywhere Aliyah Boston is, even you don't want to put a bounce back, but you're going to put Erryn Barnum down low one-on-one with Aliyah Boston.
Fletcher, no. There's Boston. Rips down the rebound. Moves inside for two.
And that play, 3 Arkansas players at one point in time tried to come around Aliyah Boston and get her to stop. She's just so good.
Daniels finds Spencer, who gets downhill. Good finish by Samara Spencer, who has 7. Boston up top. Looking to get it into Saxton. Big first half for Victaria Saxton. 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Her season average is 5 points a game. Spencer pulls a 3, won't go. Dowda fighting inside against Carolina. Offensive rebound number 3 for Arkansas. She'll show the range now. Why not? She's got a lot of tools in that toolkit.
I was wondering how many times she was going to pass off a good look and wants to find it in the flow, get her teammates involved.
Dowda tries to take it at Fletcher. 3-pointer, no. Fletcher tiptoeing and controlling the rebound for South Carolina. Fletcher crosses, drives, and is fouled. Well, you just heard the studio crew say that Asia Wilson is in the building. She's going to be honored at halftime. Now, Dawn Staley has been asked about the legacy for Aliyah Boston. The comparisons to Asia Wilson, as we all know, famously has a statue in Columbia out front of Colonial Life Arena. And Dawn has said if she, meaning Aliyah, helps deliver another national championship.
And I remember that run too, and watching Chelsea Dundee, just the Cinderella season for sure. And every single time there's an upset, we've talked about, we have 2 in the tournament thus far. But you look at those Cinderella seasons and like, man.
Sailor Poffenbarger knocks down a 3. Two minutes to go, 10-point game. How important is it for Arkansas to keep it right around 10 here in these final 2 minutes? Saxton from Boston.
South Carolina just so good. Aliyah Boston being able to know where her teammates are going to be and get the pass in their hands where they need it.
Barnum defended by Boston. Starts to break the other way with Cook. Cook aggressively, too aggressive. Offensive foul.
But to answer your question about Arkansas and staying close within 10, I think it's important that they get open looks. One of the things that I feel like they have corrected a little bit more, Poffenbarger, another make, but one of the things they have corrected is the offensive rebounds. I feel like, I mean, obviously the number is what it is, but you have to continue to try to push them out.
Over the top, Poffenbarger defends it well, so Arkansas had it for a moment, but Saxton having a huge first half. Spencer, final minute. Spencer on Cook, too strong. Boston's got a rebound. That's her 9th to go along with 9 points, so closing in on another double-double, which would be the 79th of her career.
Having Aliyah Boston on the floor is almost like having another point guard. So you got 3 point guards out there right now, but Boston.
Beal over the top, and they look over the top to Boston. Back to Fletcher, wide open for 3.
Can't do that.
Carr will launch from before half court. And South Carolina will take a 15-point lead to the locker room.
How do you keep them off the board?
Well, that's a great question, because I think Brooke asked Mike Neighbors that very question. What was the answer, Brooke?
I did ask the Arkansas staff that, and their style is actually going to shift here to more of a tip-style rebound. They just said, hey, go after, try to tip it out as best you can, and then go after it, kind of gang rebound. So you try to see something different. They know they can't compete just 2 hands up in the paint. Offensively, they need to move without the ball more. They saw the offense getting stuck, players losing vision and sight of each other, so look for that offensively.
Poffenbarger drives with 4. Sally Poffenbarger doing all she can for Arkansas.
See Erryn Barnum get going. Saxton again down low, not able to finish, but you see how deep she gets. Barnum trying to take it.
Aliyah Boston says, not on my watch.
Yeah, you saw that happen in slow motion. And Erryn Barnum, as soon as she looked back, saw Aliyah Boston. She paused for a little bit, but watch this go. She looked back. Aliyah Boston is coming. She is trucking down the floor, and great job not only getting the block, but not getting called for the foul.
Boston entered the tournament with 315 career blocks, second all-time at South Carolina. She's piling up this quick. Asia Wilson may have to sweat out her record that is out of reach at 363, but Aliyah Boston has been a difference maker again on defense. Here's Cook.
Well, you have to game plan for her on the offensive end. On the defensive end, you also have to game plan. I keep saying you can't go on a one-on-one matchup. You got to see the ball move from side to side, and Saxton down low continues to dominate down low. I mean, we'll take another look at this. Erryn Barnum running the floor, Aliyah Boston. Yeah. I mean, what more can you do? Take one more dribble, get a little shot fake, but in the flow of the offense, Aliyah Boston right now, 4 blocks receiving.
But on the other end, Boston gets an assist to Saxton, who lost a shoe but still scored and was fouled, has a chance at the free throw line for a three-point play. Boston, I'm not going to say it yet, but triple-double watch could be on here. She's got 2 in her career. She's got 9 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Let me check the blocks, too. 18-point game. Too easy.
Definitely.
Fletcher inside, and South Carolina has come out and added to their lead, now up by 20.
Well, Kiara Fletcher made a dive to the basket, and Spencer just lost focus. But well, you see the emphasis right now. Aliyah Boston has posted up more. Saxton just does a great job, but she did. She hooked her that time.
She's still going. Barger having a great day.
You got to have that fire, right? That's on our highlight reel. That is going to be a clip that is used over and over and over again.
Hanging it off to Daniels, 3-on-1, but the one is Aliyah Boston. So Michaela Daniels said, I'll take it from outside. And here comes South Carolina after the miss.
Arkansas even looks a little bit more sluggish. They've had some looks, haven't been able to convert. Michaela Daniels, we've seen her hit that shot. Chrissy Carr driving to the basket. We've seen that shot go in. So it's not like they're not getting the look, but South Carolina.
And me here come into the game for South Carolina. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Spencer back in for Arkansas. Spins it out of the reach of the 6'7" Cardoso.
And maybe a little bit less talented, but when you look at South Carolina, what they bring in, some of these players could be starters and playing 30, 40 minutes for another team.
Poffenbarger, beautiful feed to Spencer with the finish. Johnson to Watkins. Ami here. Gets it back from Cardoso. Ami here. Can't hit the three. The shot's been off as of late. And here comes Spencer. Feel the door ajar here, perhaps, as Barnum drives and will go to the free throw line.
Has guarded the majority of this game.
Erryn Barnum misses the first free throw. Nearly 10 points more this year per game than she did last year. Here, back to Johnson. Entry to Watkins. Freshman is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Her 2 points have come from the free throw line, but one of the things you got to figure out is how do you move around and try to get easier shots. Pass. I think Arkansas, the last couple of games, that's what they've done. They have passed, they moved the ball, found the open player. She just happened to have the hot hand, and they kept going in.
Watkins 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Carr trying to fight for the rebound, and Spencer comes away with it. Dowda brings Cardoso away. Oh, Spencer on the cuts for 2. 13 points for Spencer. 12-point game. 7 straight points for Arkansas. Cardoso. Good hard pass to Ami here for the finish.
Great drop by Ami here. And a steal by Raven Johnson.
Johnson takes it away, goes to the left hand, can't get the finish, but Ami here's there to clean it up for Carolina. Final seconds of the third quarter. Spencer through traffic, back for Dauda. 8 on the shot clock. Spencer, deep three. Yes, Samara Spencer for 3. Johnson with 8 across half court. With 5. 3. Patiently feeds it inside to Cardoso at the buzzer.
What can you say about South Carolina when they are playing together and locked in? But look at this pass. Raven Johnson to Cardoso. At the buzzer, it goes in. This is what South Carolina basketball is all about.
They're up 15 at the half. They're up 15 after 3. Arkansas basketball to start the fourth quarter.
One of the things I think Arkansas has to do is you look at the lineup and I feel like the activity level got higher in the third quarter, especially when the starting 5 went out. Continue to attack the basket and look to do more.
Yeah, really good play out of the quarter break. It gets Barnum to the free throw line. Foul on Brea Hall, her first. It's an interesting thing, too, for this South Carolina team. You look at the players on the floor right now, Tamika. They are 5 players who started the game on the bench. Now, you talked about it before. This is a deep team. Their bench could come off and they could start for most teams in the country without question and have great success. But this is Dawn Staley, I think, just seeing what this group can do. The group we see on the floor, while Dawn was really putting them through some hard work. I said, well, we're Cook and Boston and Beal just sitting back, just smiling. But no, they were coaching. They were encouraging. They never stopped working, whether they're taking a day off, quote fingers there, or in the middle of a game. That's just what they do.
And not even that. There was one day Aliyah Boston wasn't even at practice, and she brought the team together afterwards and said, what did you guys miss? They missed her leadership. They missed her being around. So one play down, makes a mistake, comes back, able to get that good shot. But we watched Aliyah pretty much that whole possession, and even now on the bench.
Daniels is going to come up on a little short on the 3.
No, Dawn was laughing. Dawn was dancing.
And one thing that Dawn said is everything she does is elite. She is elite in all things at all times. And she said there's one player, as Ami here is fouled, there's one player that she would put in Aliyah Boston's class. And everything you do is elite, and it's Maya Moore.
And they only had shoot around yesterday, took the rest of the day. Didn't come in, obviously, this morning with the game being at 12 o'clock. And so really wanted to be locked in and prepared and focused for this Arkansas Razorback team.
You know, one thing that Dawn, to your point, pointed out was Sanaya Fagan, who's sitting next to Boston right now. It's like, be a sponge. Learn everything. She thinks Fagan is someone who can take her game to a much higher level once this group moves on. And there they are, shoulder to shoulder, talking. They may be laughing about a few things, but class is always in session for Sanaya Fagan, or at least it better be, according to head coach Dawn Staley. And you have a chance to learn from one of the very best, the great Aliyah Boston. Johnson to Ami here.
There's going to be a lot expected of her. And when you lose those top-tier players, you wish that even Dawn was like, man, I'm trying to prepare my mind, but I'm also trying to enjoy the moment because I understand what each day means with having this class and being able to be around such great people. And I think that's great. That's important.
Extended the lead with the starters on the bench. Barger, another one for Saylor. Ami here, 6.5, inside of 6.5 to go. Ami here, no. Ami here, yes.
About Zaya Cook, but even Raven Johnson, I mean, she's gone against Zaya, she's gone against Kiera Fletcher, another good defender.
Ami here, and one thing we know Raven Johnson can do, she can run the break. Daniels for 3. First points in the second half for Michaela Daniels. He's got 9 inside of 6 to go. Johnson up top, Ami here, trying to rip it away from Carr. Carr's going to come out of the game. I can tell my neighbors exactly what happened out there. Hall gets the roll. Seven points for Brea Hall. Spencer as Cardoso falls down. Poffenbarger spins baseline and a blocking foul is called, trying to get an at-large bid into the NCAA tournament. Neighbors has been clear. They needed to win yesterday. Got it. If they had lost yesterday, he would have said, thank you for considering us. We're going to go out and try to win the WNIT. But he thinks because they've played in such a strong conference, because they have represented themselves well in some key games. They knocked off Creighton this year. We talked about the LSU close call. To figure out a lot to watch, and they will wait anxiously next Sunday and hope they hear their name called again.
Well, there's a lot that could happen between now and Selection Sunday. So I think for Arkansas, I mean, obviously this will be their last outing in the SEC tournament. They want to play another game. Charlie Queen is here, and he's part of the selection committee, but he's really just the mouthpiece of South Carolina continuing to dominate.
Nominate Charlie Queen to be a part of the
No, he is not. He's the mouthpiece. He just
I
shares the information with all of us.
Because I know he's powerful, but you were about to put him on another level. To make it to the quarterfinals until Kentucky knocked them off of that record.
When you get into tournament time, don't you feel like you're always, not always, but you're a little bit harder for some of the underdogs? And Kentucky has had a rough year. Texas A&M has had a rough year, needless to say, for both coaches. Joni Taylor coming from Georgia, what she's been able to build, now trying to take that to Texas A&M.
Cardoso inside for 2 more.
Obviously, Tyler with Kentucky trying to do some big things there. And it is fun to watch the tournament and watch teams and players kind of explode.
Daniels for 3. She's in the double figures. And Cardoso underneath is fouled by Sailor Poffenbarger.
I think she wanted to prove tonight that she can be more than just a defender. 6'2", great. We've seen today, I think she did a great job of burying the defense down low.
There's Poffenbarger. To Barnum. Barnum rejected by Cardoso. In the end, that may be one of the great accomplishments for the SEC Coach of the Year, Dawn Staley, this year, is how to keep everyone happy when there's a chance to be overshadowed. And the big crowd here, South Carolina fans welcoming one of their favorites, one of the freshies, Olivia Thompson, onto the floor for the final 2:48. Brea Hall heads to the bench. Chloe Kitts is on the floor as well. Kitts, the freshman, number 21, will let Barnum go for 2. Kitts, the entry to Ami here, blocked by Poffenbarger. Carr back in for Arkansas, and South Carolina continues to fight on the glass. And the SEC tournament on a high note. Barnum will take it at Cardoso. Barnum fights for it. Good hustle play, but it's Johnson who has it. Johnson to Thompson. The crowd wants her to shoot, if you haven't figured that out by now. Kitts fed inside to Ami here. Daniels for 3. Easiest rebound Cardoso will have tonight. And now a stoppage to bring in a couple more reserves, and let's see who comes on. Spencer's coming on for Arkansas. Sailor Poffenbarger will go off. What a great performance. Elijah Cooper is in for Arkansas. Fagan comes on. Good strong take by Sanaya Fagan for 2.
Sanaya Fagan driving to the left, shoots with the right over Erryn Barnum, trying to go for the block.
Watkins back into the game for South Carolina. Daniels with a deep 3. Kitts with the rebounds. Thompson for 3. Tipped in the hands of Daniels, and now Spencer running back the other way. Into the hands of Thompson.
area, trying to get the ball to Thompson.
South Carolina fans will remember that 1-versus-2 matchup at Stanford. Thompson came in the first half of that game, and South Carolina was looking for a spark. She knocked down a 3, and that was a big moment, South Carolina. So she's had a big shot this season. Here's Watkins with the shot clock expiring.
South Carolina continuing to run their offense, finding the open players. So many different players have come in and made an impact.
Chrissy Carr on the floor. One final chance for her to add to her point total.
Yesterday's game was a tough one. Come back out. Have to go against South Carolina. Chrissy Carr has been phenomenal the last couple of games. Not able to get it, but other Poffenberger, as you said, stepped up.
Final seconds tick away. Number 1, South Carolina stays undefeated. 93-66 the final. They're moving on to the semifinals.